If you want to save your relationship, you need to learn how to repair because the success and the health of your relationship is not determined by how much conflict you have, but how you actually work through and repair from conflict. And when you actually repair and work through conflict, you actually have less of it and it brings you closer together rather than further apart. And it's actually when you're not repairing from conflict that that's when the relationship starts to break down. My name is Dr. Lilli. I've been studying the science of relationships for over a decade. The first part of repair is actually addressing the issue. It is so easy to brush things under the rug, especially if you never learned how to repair from conflict. And that's what your family always did. They just kind of ignored the issue, let it go, and everybody was hush hush about it. So the first step to working through it is by actually acknowledging it. This can happen in the moment, or if you took a break from the conflict, if somebody needed to step away, then it's about reinitiating that conversation. And you may want to schedule a time that works for both of you rather than just surprising them or wanting to readdress it out of the blue. That way, you're both ready and prepared mentally, emotionally, physically to have this conversation. And it's important that both people are ready on all of those levels because if you're stressed out, if you're tired, if you haven't eaten, if your blood sugar is low, whatever it is, that can affect the way that you show up for the conversation. Next, you want to validate the other person's feelings or experience. This doesn't mean that they're necessarily correct and that you are wrong or their experience is truth, but you're at least acknowledging their truth for them. Because no feelings are right or wrong, they're just internal experiences. And so it helps the other person to feel like they've been heard and seen when you actually validate how they're feeling. This might sound like, it sounds like you were hurt from this. I can see how that hurt you. I can see how that affected you. Really just look for and identify what the deeper emotion is that is coming up. Because remember, the dishes are never about the dishes, and every person, relationship, and experience serves as a mirror for our own internal state. If you can't figure it out yourself, you may need to ask your partner some questions to really understand them. And most of the time, they'll appreciate this. So that might sound like, why is this really bothering you? What is this triggering inside of you? What story are you making up because of this experience? Then you can address and take accountability for your part in it. If an apology is warranted, that's when you go ahead and you say that you are sorry. And when you do an apology, it's not just, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's taking accountability for your actions in it too. So I'm sorry that blank made you feel that way. I am happy to do a full video on apologies as well. Just comment apology and I will know that you guys are interested in it. It's not some automatic text thing or whatever. I just want to know if you guys want it. Then you continue to work through the conversation from there. Your feelings should also get validated. Your side of the story should also get heard. And remember that you're both on the same team. And it might even be helpful to remind each other that you're on the same team. It's you two against the problem, and you're working together to build connection and solve this problem as a team. By the end of this conversation, you should both feel heard. You should have a plan for how you're going to move forward in the future, what you're going to do differently. And I recommend ending with some sort of physical closeness. So this could be a hug, it could be some time cuddling, a kiss, whatever it is to reestablish that connection in the physical world. It also helps to regulate both of your nervous systems after going through this emotional conversation. It's also possible that you might want to be holding hands while you're having this conversation so that you remember that you're on the same side and you're co-regulating together. If you still need support for how to work through this for your specific situation, I offer private coaching. The link is on my page.